Welcome Green Wave Nation to another Ultimate Frisbee game. Billy Davis here, May 9th, 2018. Welcome folks. Today Abington is hosting the Scituate Sailors, so good luck both teams. Abington is coming in with a record of 7-1. So first year Coach Matt Cutter is doing an awesome job. Of course, well mentored by Coach Jason Scott. So we're just about ready to start, and it looks like Scituate will have the first pull. I want to send out my condolences to the Graham family. Big name in town. Thomas Graham passed away a few days ago, and what a crowd. Everybody showed up to show the respect. So here's the first pull. And that one goes a country mile. Again, just me here. I do have a roster, but I'm not going to use the roster unless I have a second to catch it. And Abington with a quick breakaway, and it must have been right on the line there. Cam Kearney with the catch. Oh, nice D by number 20 for Scituate. So we got a turnover right at the goal line. Nice D by number 20. So we got a beautiful day today. Abington in the white shirt, Scituate in the blue. Abington going right to left, left to right across your screen. Now there's a nice breakaway. We got a 2-on-1 and deflected, and there again number 20 was in the mix. We had a 2-1 advantage, Abington. Abington disc. Just right through the fingers. That's Yazin Zayden. I see Yazin had his brother on the team. Oh, nice scoop by number 84-8, and he hits his target. Scituate with the first score. So I see a clock up there. Okay, so the scoreboard is accurate. I'm not sure why there's a time on the clock. So they will switch ends. Halftime will be at 8 points. Games being played up to 15. Unless the game goes on too long, then they will put a time cap on it. So we got Coach Cutter coming out in the field. So as you can see, the coaches for the Scituate Sailors there, it looks like they're out in the field, but the field is where these little cones are, right here, along the sideline. It is a sport that is self-officiated. It's a sport of ladies and gentlemen. So here's the pull from Scituate, and that one comes rolling back. Does get across midfield. So Abington will have 10 seconds from the time. Okay, it was out of bounds, so we got a brick. So that will be pulled off into the center of the field. Then they'll either tap it on the deck or tap it by hand, and that will start the 10-second, as long as they have to count out the 10 seconds verbally. And again, Abington with the breakaway. And Yazin Zayden. I'm going to have to make sure that it's Yazin and not his brother. Yazin, I believe, is number 2. He is. Which he's a sophomore. So Abington ties up the score. And I don't know who's on the scoreboard. But they're right on the ball. We'll get even score 1-1. So Abington pull now. Hand is up. We have a beautiful day today. It's probably in the high 70s. At least that's what it feels like. Not much wind right now. Got a little butterfinger turnover. Abington disc. Look at Cam Kearney just beeline it. Took off. And, oh, he is so good at that. So well coached from both Coach Scott and Coach Cutter. I mean, he just took off, and there's no catching up to him. His legs are probably an extra foot longer than all the other players, so he's going to get some extra speed out of that. Great basketball player, too, and I'll tell you, you won't find a more respectful young buck than him. He is so polite. His mom's done a great job raising both her sons. And there's a pull, and that one's going a country mile. Is it going to stay in? And it does stay in. Crossing pass. And another great play by Scituate. And ripped out of the hands. I haven't got the names down yet, but I will. Let me see what shirt number it was. Number 1, that was Muhammad Zayden. Okay, over to 6, and he's looking into the end zone. And this time they capitalize on it. Another score for Scituate, so Scituate evens up the score, 2-2. Get a shot of that beautiful scoreboard over here. So it will be Scituate's pull this time. I'm pretty sure that Verizon covers the Scituate channels, I believe. Hopefully, Scituate can watch this game on their own Verizon channel. And disc is up. There we go. Another nice pull. That one hits the deck. And so, it accidentally hit the receiver, and we get a Butterfinger turnover. Scituate right close to the goal line. Oh, the wind just caught that. Oh, again, look at him take. Look at Scituate take off. Oh, nice attempt by number 6. Nice dive by the other player. Now Abington with a breakaway. And look at Cam Kearney. And over to Yazin Zayn, and he pulls it in. Great teamwork by both Cam and Yazin. Again, they've been pulling in the scores left and right. This is my second home game of the season. We have another game tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So I would assume that at some time it will be underneath the lights. Come down, enjoy the game live. It's fun to watch it on TV, but it's even better when you watch it here in person. You don't have to listen to me. So Coach Cutter back out in the field. I like his his shirt out there. Abington's pull. I apologize, I didn't get a shot of the scoreboard, but the scoreboard now reads Abington 3, Scituate 2. Disc is up. And again, good pull. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Scituate team. The Scituate team, they play very well. And that wind just caught that and just scooted up. Abington will take advantage of it. Mike Boyle takes it in from the sideline. And Cam Kearney comes down with another score and immediately turned around and apologized to the Scituate defender there. I know I know he did because just that's the type of guy he is. Wasn't on purpose. They were both going for it, but Cam wanted to make sure that he was okay. So now I'll get a shot of the scoreboard. Abington 4, Scituate 2. I'm not sure what the 4:15 on the time is. I have no idea. That might be, I don't know what it is. Okay, there's the pole. So I got a new battery for the grandpa screen here, so hopefully this battery will last a lot longer. Got a nice screen so I can visually see this screen. Oh, what a breakaway. We got 2-on-2 and defended well by Abington. And that was Muhammad Zayden. Okay, let me get back to, took my eyes off the camera and went to the clipboard. Hey, anybody wants to come down and grab a mic, help me out with this, I'd appreciate it. I'm sure the students would appreciate it too. Crossing pass. And just couldn't get to it. Well, he got to it, but couldn't hold on. Oh! Took his eyes off the disc just for a second. Usually happens in football just the same way. Just take your eye off it for a second. So as you can hear the teams saying up when it's in flight. Oh, nice fake. Had me faked out. Dropped it back. Again, Cam Kearney, number 21. And that one's defended well by the Scituate Sailors. Turnover. Number 19 gets it into play. Crossing pass. Oh, nice leading pass. Now they're allowed to take steps. You know, they got to try to stop as quickly as they can. But they can take some steps according to how fast their momentum's taking them. So we have a discussion out here. Not sure what the discussion is, but it remains Scituate's disc. Also, what I have it on my mind, I want to send out my condolences to Justin Shanahan, runs the studio, whose uncle passed away 2 days ago. So, Justin, I'm thinking of you. Over to Cam. He drops it back. So if they started counting, it's going to have to get rid of it. Does get rid of it. Okay, wind's starting to pick up. Oh, nice grab. Wind's starting to pick up here. I believe it's coming straight into my face. That'll give you a general idea of the wind direction. You're not seeing too much on the goal post. There's a hammer throw. And pulls it in. Just couldn't get up high enough to get it. He did touch it, but couldn't pull it in. And Abington with a breakaway again. And, and Cam pulls it in, ends up on the deck. He is so cool. Of course, when he goes down, he's going down from a lot higher height than most of the students, most of the athletes. So Cam's going to take a well-deserved break. Coach Cutter comes back out in the field. Let's get a shot of the Scituate Sailors this time. And we got a couple of young gals here working the scoreboard. Cam coming over. I think he's going over to take a drink. So let's get over to the Scituate Sailors there. Okay, they look like they're ready. And we have a score now. Abington 5, Scituate 2. And here's the pull from Abington. Again, they're going about the same distance every pull. And that one pulls it in. Okay, we gotta, yeah, yeah, way too much contact. That was Muhammad that ran into him. 16 now for Scituate. Nice fake. Scituate now close to the goal line, looking to capitalize. And he pulled it. Oh, just pulled it off the top of the grass blades. Got Justin in the house here. Next guy. So here's a guy that does it all at Abington Camp, Justin Shanahan. He looks cool with those sunglasses. And look at that. He got a picture of himself and his beautiful daughter there. And he's got another one on the way. So let's get a shot of that beautiful scoreboard. The score now is Abington 5, Scituate 3. It will be Scituate's pull. I'm sure you can hear a little bit of the wind in the mic there, but it's not really that often. It's not that brisk, but it does play havoc on the disc at times when they least expect it. Here, let me get a shot of the goalpost there. You can see some wind going on up there. We are at a lower elevation right now. So Abington's ready. Disc is up. And we've got a line drive. That one came up short, just beyond midfield. And again, Abington with a breakaway. And Cam, is that Cam again? It is. And they both shake hands. And I believe he stayed in bounds. Because Abington held on to the disc. Oh, yep. I'll tell you, nice D by, let's see, what number is this? Number 16. It's kind of a disadvantage going against Cam Kearney. He's probably the tallest athlete in the league. So again, first team to meet to get to 8 scores will be halftime. They'll take a short break. I've seen at times where it's like a 5-minute break. I've seen at times where it's been a 20-minute break. So holding the disc up, ready for the pull. Okay, that gets some good hang time. That goes out of bounds. There's a brick. So he will bring it to center field. Not midfield, but centered in the field. So they take it where they think it went out of bounds. Over to 91. 91, that's a high number. Looks like a pirate. And nice D by Abington. That was Bobby Malloy. I believe it's Bobby. Okay, the wind's picking up now. And that one hit the deck. Yeah, the wind just all of a sudden picked up briskly. And all of a sudden nothing. No wind. Taps it on the deck, and that will stop the 10-second. As long as they count, there's a hammer throw, and defended by Muhammad. Muhammad knocked it down. Abington will take it from their goal line. Taps it, and Muhammad pulls it in. And hits hits his target to Yazin. Drops it back over to Malloy. '17, that's Connor. Cam, crossing pass to Malloy, and he sends it into the end zone. Nobody there to receive. Yeah, these games start usually at 4 o'clock, so a lot of parents can't make it to these games. Otherwise, I know Bobby Malloy's father, Bob, he would certainly help me out with this. I want to thank Jack Pacello for mentoring me and doing it with me for a few years. Mariana graduates this year from Keene. Oh, that one went a country mile and just couldn't catch up to it, but that was a good play. Went out of bounds. Abington will take it from, I would say, from the goal line. I couldn't tell you where it went out of bounds, but yeah, he's taking it from the goal line. And hits his target. Oh, nice. Nice snag. Got it, and again, a nice breakaway by Abington. And Yazin pulls it in just inside the end zone for another score. I'm not sure who has more scores today now, Cam Kearney or Yazin Zayden, but team's doing well. I believe Yazin, I believe he's a sophomore. He is. His brother Muhammad, he's a junior. We get 0, Declan Hamill. We got number 3, Mara Odell. Number 4, Jason Kinnenberg. 6, Kali Mentis. 7, Bubba Giandro. One of my neighbors, Bobby, and number 8, Bobby Malloy. 9, here's the pull. I'll get the rest of them later. Over to, I think, 16, or was it 6? No, 16. Crossing pass. Scituate moving down the field now. Another crossing pass. Oh! Got a butterfinger there. There's a fake hammer throw. Crossing pass. One-handed, Cam Kearney pulls it in. And then another breakaway by Abington. And ended up on the deck. And again, another score by Yazin Zayden. Don't go hurting yourself. I think they just scuffed each other. So that will bring it to a halftime break. I will take a break myself. So with that, Abington 8, Scituate Sailors 3. We will be back with more action in just a moment. And we are back. It was a short halftime break. I'd say 5 minutes, if that. So again, we got number 9, Mike Boyle. Number 10, Reed Norton. 13, David Collins. 14, Liam Sullivan. Here's the pull. Couple more and I'll be done with that roster. And takes an Abington roll, and Scituate player kicks it on the deck. There's a hammer throw, and Cam Kearney turned him out and went up a country mile, but landed on one of the Scituate players. And no contact, so Scituate disc right at the goal line. We got number 17, Connor, the coach, and 21, Cam Kearney. Crossing pass near at the end zone. And hits his target. Scituate moving quickly down the field now. Drops it back. Over to 11. 11 finds his target. 16 now. And he sends it off into the end zone. We got a 2-on-1 advantage Abington. No, it was a 2-on-1 advantage Scituate, and Scituate pulls it in. See, we got number 23 with the score. Congratulations, number 23. So that was a quick score, first to score after the half. And we have a score now. Abington 8, Scituate 4. Justin asked me if the battery, how's it working? It works great, especially having this cover here is keeping the glare so I can see the screen much better. The small screen that's actually part of the camera is really difficult to see, especially when the sun is right at my back reflecting off of it. So Justin, thank you for getting me these new batteries. It's certainly going to help me not have to change it in the middle of a game because the battery runs out too quickly. We'll find out how long the batteries last though. There's no telling how much battery power is left on the battery though. Okay, so let's get back to the game there. And Abington pulls it in. Defended so well by number 16 and just snuck through. So 17 for Abington now, Connor. Low line drive, hits Cam Kearney. Drops it back. And, oh, defended. Knocked away by the Scituate player into the hands of number 23. So a fast breakaway for Scituate. Well defended by Scituate. I tell you, what a beautiful day. I don't think we're going to get too many days that's this perfect. Oh, deflected off of Cam Kearney into the hand, Scituate player again. And pulls it off. And he gets it. Scituate closing up the gap now. 3-point difference, Abington 8, Scituate 5. That was a nice play. And we got the Scituate coach coming out in the field here. Let's go get a shot of the Scituate team again. Scituate Sailors, I was told. Yeah, we got the Scituate Sailors, the Cohasset Skippers, the Norwell Clippers, I think. All has something to do with nautical stuff. Right, Justin? He concurs. So we got a Scituate pull here. Let's catch the... I'm not sure what you call the person who does the pull. Let's call it the puller. Sorry, I'm looking down at the clipboard there. My elastic fell off the paper, so it's rattling around. I'll have to fix it later. And here's the pull. And that one curves out of bounds. We've got a brick, so they'll have to take it to center fields where they believe it went out of bounds. Just give me a second to fix my clipboard here. Okay. And that one hits the deck. Turnover. Scituate disc. Drops it back. Over to 16. 16 is a key player for the Scituate Sailors. Drops it back again. That one went further, and Bobby Malloy swats it down. Now picks it up And Abington looking for a breakaway. And that one curves back in. So he must have been, he must have been out of bounds. He was out of bounds. So, again, I like the way they just discuss it. And that, pulls it in. As you can see, the disc was going up and down. 20 was able to pull it in. So we got a question going on down back here. And again, what I like about this sport is, they'll sit there and discuss it. So still remains sailor disc. And intercepted by Abington, the Scituate player lost it. And we got a shot into the end zone. And defended well by Abington, by Muhammad. Tapped on the deck at the end zone. Bobby with a long throw over to Muhammad. And nobody there received that disc, and we'll have a turnover. Sailor disc. Now I keep on looking at the scoreboard, and it says 440 on it now. I just don't know exactly what that means. Crossing pass. Just hits his target. And pulls it in. Yazin Zayden again. Just off balance. Made a fantastic athletic catch on that. So Abington now up 9-5. So Yazin's taking a break. Well-deserved break. I think that's Yazin. It is. And number 17, Connor, came in. Yazin. Yeah, couldn't hear. He's catching his breath, getting a drink. Coach Cutter now coming off the field. So who has the pull now? It looks like Bobby Malloy. And, nice throw. And Scituate comes down. Crossing pass. Another crossing pass forward. And defended well by Cam Kern. And he takes off. So now Abington hasn't touched the disc yet. Now there's the time. I did hear him cutting down. And pulled in by number 13. David Collins. So good score by David. Pulled it in. I believe it was a one-handed catch. So now I see 442. So I'm thinking that 442. It seems like anytime Abington scores, they put another mark on there. But it couldn't be 442 scores. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll have to ask. Inquiring minds want to know. So Cam comes out, takes a well-deserved break. We have an Abington pull. I did bring my sweatshirt out in the field here because it usually changes quick. Well, there's a high one. This one's going to come back, and it comes out of bounds, so they will take that at center field. Yep, so you see number 11 going straight out from where it finally hit the deck, went out of bounds. Okay, taps it on the deck. And the wind caught that, but the Scituate player deflected it forward, and there was another receiver there. And Scituate with a well played out run down the field. Another score. Let me see. That was. Let's see. Let them turn around so I can see the. I like when they have the numbers on the front of their shirts too. Well, he's got the sunglasses on. We'll call him Tom Cruise. We have number. I think it was number 11. So congratulations. So you get 7 players on the field, and Scituate has, let me see, 3, 6, 7. So they have a total of 14 players. Abington, let me see, Abington's got 5. Abington with 8 players. So we got 15 members on the team, at least here today. So there's the pull. Oh, that one's going a country mile. And will it, yeah, that one goes out of bounds. So we've got a brick. Bring it up where they believe it went out of bounds. Oh, look at him take off. Number 84 defended that so well and just took right off. And that disc hit the deck. Turn over Abington disc now. Breakaway by Abington. And number 13 now, David Collins comes in with another score. Back-to-back scores for David. So Coach Cutter calls a timeout. Get all the high fives for David. Congratulations. So we now have a score. Abington 11, Scituate 6, and we got 4-4-6 on the scoreboard now. Got a couple fans over the side here, enjoying the nice green carpet on the deck. Got a few more fans over the side here. I want to say congratulations to all the senior graduates from Abington High, heading off into the real world, making their mark. I want to thank all the students who have enlisted into the military. It's a dangerous world, but they're still enlisting, doing their part. We're all proud of you. Okay, it wasn't a score. My apologies. I thought it was a score. But apparently he was not in there. Okay, that's why they called it a timeout. It was at the goal line, and it was not a score. My apologies to everybody. And Muhammad taps it out of bounds. We've got Abington disc. Bobby Malloy at the goal line. And does he pull it in? He does. Oh, got a butterfinger there. Liam just tried to get it up there, just fell on the deck. 11 now with the disc. And nice line drive. And just ahead of the Scituate player. Couldn't catch up to it, so it'll be Abington disc at the goal line. And pulls it in. See, number 4. That's Jason. That one's going to come back and swatted. I was going out of bounds anyways, but defended well by number 23 for Scituate. Quick on the draw. Pulls it in. 91 now, crossing pass. Over to 15. And hits his target over to 84. Scituate moving down the field really well now. Drops it back. Crossing pass again, the 91. And that one, and that's swatted down. We get 2 Abington players colliding. Both kind of chuckling over it, so nobody got hurt. 8 now, that's Bobby Malloy. Bobby has the hat on, that makes it easier for me to spot him. 19 for Scituate, and that one's going up high. Hospital throw, so that turnover, Abington disc. Liam. And defended by Scituate. Turnover, Scituate disc. Hear the train in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the camera, but it does go by my house, and I don't get sick of hearing the horn going. So I'm trying to see what's going on here. Okay, so here we go. Catches up to it, number 11. And almost broke away, had to hold up. Got a hammer throw. Near the goal line now. And pulls it in there. Nice movement by Scituate over to number, I think it was 84 to 15. 15 with the score. And we now have a score of Abington 10, Scituate 7. Yeah, I remember seeing on the scoreboard it said 11 on Abington, but again, that was not a score. And they just sat and talked about it. So I believe Abington called a timeout. No, not a timeout. They have time to discuss it after every score. Oh, I'm such a hack. We got a couple soccer players over here on the other field here, enjoying the game. Let's get a shot of the Scituate coach coming down across the field. Yeah, this game has a certain style. I hear the wind picking up a little bit more again. And here's the pull. Over to Bobby. Bobby. And that one hits the desk. And that one rolls out of bounds. We'll see where Scituate picks it up. They will take it back a ways. I have seen this sport a few times on TV. Also, Abington is now playing volleyball. I've watched a few of the college games on TV, trying to get the lingo. Crossing pass. Over to 84. Drops off to 19. And defended right in front of Abington defender. So I think it was swatted out of his hand before he got it off. Over to Bobby. Hits his target. Oh, number 1, Muhammad. That was. Run. Dive. Ah! Yazin. Just out of the fingertips of Yazin Zayden. I see a big smile on the Scituate player there. I guess that did look kind of funny from his point of view. So Abington will take advantage of a near goal line disc. And into the end zone. Again, Cam Kearney come flying in. And that was thrown in by number 17, Connor. Good job. So now, get the scoreboard back to 11 again. So Abington 11, Scituate 7. I feel the temperature cooling down just a little bit. I'm hoping that it will stay warm before the game is over. Spent the day down at Griffin's Dairy today with the tractor tilling up the gardens there. I had a good time. Put on the radio headset. It's wet. I'll go back down there 2 more times, turn it, till it up, try to kill whatever growth is going there. So got a Butterfinger close to the goal line, Abington advantage. So 17, Connor picks it up, and again hits his target, Cam Kearney. I'm sorry, where did Cam ended up at? So Cam ends up running out of bounds. How do you defend with a guy that can jump like 6 feet higher than he already is? And I don't know, maybe we should maybe the other teams will say put some lead shoes on him or some ankle weights to keep him grounded a little bit better, but he was born that way. So Griffin's Dairy is really looking good there. There was a couple of people down there with their metal detectors, and they've been finding some nice rusty gold down there. One found a Jefferson nickel. So it can't be that old, but you know, a nickel is a nickel. You know, Ann Riley found herself a horseshoe down there while we were cleaning up the property. Now that's a keeper. So Scituate now, oh, that nice throw. That just goes by both teams. Abington disc at the goal line. Again, the wind is just picking up at these inopportune times. Now, that took a funny turn. Connor setting up the play. And swatted down. Oh, defended so well. Just as it got to Yazin Zayden, I think number 16 turned around and swatted it to the deck. Over to 6. Back to 16. Crossing pass over to 11. And another shot into the end zone. And he pulls it in. He's jumping like Cam Kearney. So that was number 23. Okay, wait a minute now. It might not be a score. Okay, yeah. He must have just been out of bounds. Unfortunately, it looked good from my angle of view. So one of the plays is going to get to this close. So if I'm correct, it should be Abington disc. No, it's no, it was a score. Yep, the scoreboard just changed, so congratulations. Let me get an accurate shot of that scoreboard. And Abington 12, Scituate 8. Nice play. Caught it just inside. I was rooting for you. So it will be Scituate pull. Ooh. And Scituate is now ready. Oh, there's a nice pull. Hits the deck and quickly gets it over to center field. Oh, defended well by Scituate. Look at him beeline into the end zone. Covered well by Abington, though. Abington defender just stayed right up with him. Got a turnover. Abington disc now. And catches up to it. Ends up on the deck. Bobby pulls it in, gets it off quickly. And Scituate swats it. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. Scituate disc. Connor on the defense. And the wind caught that, but able to pull it in. Didn't affect the throw. Getting back to number 16. Okay, we've got some type of question going on right now. Crossing pass. Over to 16 again. Levin. And able to pull it in. Another crossing pass. Scituate close to the goal line now. And I believe so. The disc was still in the player's hand when it was swatted, so it still remains Scituate disc. Crossing pass. And we got a collision there, but knocked down David with the good defense. Abington with the breakaway. Cam Kearney running and just couldn't catch up to it. Maybe if they put a little frosting on that, he might have just got a little more speed there. And dives and pulls it in. Number 6 with a great play. And that disc goes into the end zone. It's going to cut back. And whole group of Abington and Scituate players. And 23 pulls it in. Earlier in the game, he made a flying leap up high, pulled it in again. So again, Scituate pulling back. Close game now. Abington 12, Scituate 9. Still anybody's game. So we got 20 taking a break for Scituate, 84 coming in. Connor's taking a little break here. And number 16 went over, had to get a drink. Again, a very comfortable day. Not much wind. It's It's one of those games where you enjoy a little bit of wind, changes the game up just a bit. There's some days when it's just crazy wind. Those games are tough. And his hand is up. Here's the pull. Good hang time. And the disc hits the deck. Again, Abington quick to get it off to center field. And the wind caught that one, defended well by Scituate. And Scituate on the move now. And breakaway, and again, back-to-back scores, real quick scores for Scituate. We've got number 11, Tom Cruise down there. Tom Cruise with the sunglasses. I know that's his second score of the day. So the game is really close now. Abington 12, Scituate 10. These are the type of games that gets the heart fluttering. So we got Liam's mom over here. Coach Cutter now coming off the field. Look at that gorgeous shirt. He's styling. So here's the pull from Scituate. Oh, there's a nice beeline down the field. And, oh. The Abington player is saying he caught it. Scituate is questioning it. Again, it's a game of like golf. Okay, yeah, remains Abington disc. Number 9, Mike Boyle, turn around. Let it be known that he said no, I definitely got it. So. And Fornall pulls it in. Jason. Bobby Malloy now. I can hear him counting. I'm close enough to hear the count. And nice dive and catch by Muhammad. Muhammad with the fake. Low throw over to Cam. Cam fakes. Over to 9. Mike Boyle. Back to Muhammad. I'll tell you, defended well by Scituate right now. Back to Bobby. Hits Cam. Cam fakes again. And off the fingertips of number 10, Reed Norton. We got Scituate disc at the goal line. Defended by David Collins. Hammer throw. Over to 11. To 6. Back to, I believe, 16. High catch by Scituate. I was just trying to listen to some of the words that are being said over on the sideline. Yeah, I thought one of the players started walking before throwing the disc. I didn't think that was legal, but so Abington, the Scituate player, rolls over. I think it was Yazin. No, it was Muhammad. And but Abington disc, And that one hits the desk. Turnover disc. Scituate disc. 60 now, quick on the draw here. Picks it up. Over to 16. Okay, wait. Now that's 16. The other one is... Can't see what his number is. And knocked out of the hands. Defended so well. Breakaway by Abington. And Cam gets it close to the goal line. And he decides to hold up. Drops it back to 10. Number Reed Norton. Yeah, we've got a big cluster here. And that one hits the deck. And it's going to be turnover. Sailor disc at their goal line. Again, just a 2-point difference in this game now. And that disc hits the deck. Advantage Abington. Boy Malloy on the disc now. And again, mile high. Cam Kearney pulls it in. Nice score by Cam. I forget, I'm not sure who the handler was who threw that to him, but we're going to score now. Abington 13, Scituate 10. Got Coach Cutter coming back out in the field. The Scituate coach staying on the sideline right now. We have Abington pull. So I got from Coach Cutter, I believe it's June 10th, he said that it's going to be the tournament game over in Hingham. Gus, the coach for the Hingham team, always treats us like a gentleman. It's a fun day. It's a weekend game, all-day event. And Cam with the pull. And that one goes a country mile. It didn't look like it was going to go that far when he first threw the pole, but it did. It went far. And pulls it in. Crossing pass over to 19. Dishes it off to 11. Here we go. Nice breakaway for Scituate now. Now they're moving down the field. And catches the guy just outside the goal line. And just a little unhanded flip over there to, let me see, number 8 something. I think 84, is it? 84, yeah. So 84 with the score. Again, just a 2-point difference. We have Abington 13, Scituate 11. It will be Scituate pull. See what else is going on over here. We got some future players across the field. I actually can't see the camera lens right now, but I'm pointing it in that direction. So we got some future athletes over here on the other field. Okay, Scituate pull. Again, the wind is starting to pick up again, off and on. Usually just before the sun goes down, the wind tends to die down around this area, but that's not always the way it is. Let me zoom back a little bit, get both hands on this camera. And his hand is up. Here's the pull. Oh, nice pull. And a little bit of a Scituate slide on the deck. What another yard, extra yard there. Oh, the wind caught that one and swatted, but recaptured by number 6. Of course, if it hit the deck, then he could have waited to pick it up. But sometimes you're better off catching it and getting it off right away. Oh, nice snag. Number 6 again. And just went by his player. His teammate just going a little too fast. Had to turn around and try to catch it. And Cam comes in. And Abington Mohammed pulls it in. Drops it back to Bobby. Okay, just Declan turned around and the wind caught it and he tried to put on the brakes. No chance of making that catch. And the disc took a little height that time, but the Scituate sailors turned around, caught up to it. Oh, time for one of those chloroseptic drops. And Cam comes in a country mile high. Couldn't get to it, but turnover, Abington disc, and again, Cam right up there, beelines it into the end zone. So that will put Abington from one more score. Will finish out the game. Of course, the game is not over yet. Scituate still in the game. We've got Mark here in the house. Hey, guy. You're a star. So we'll have Abington pull. Coach Cutter back out in the field. I'm going to have to get one of those shirts like that. That thing is so cool. Oh, I see Derek Nuttall in the house. Get a shot of Derek over here. Hey, Derek. He's so cool. I do meet the best of people, best of parents. I meet the best of students coming to these games. $16 now, crossing pass over to 9, 16. The disc got wrapped up on his finger and he just didn't get an accurate throw off. It happens. And Abington near the goal line. Bobby Malloy with the disc. Abington could capitalize and win the game with this last stand at the goal line. And the wind caught it and nope. Just falls out of play. Abington had a chance with it. Yeah, I gotta get some copies of some basketball games for Derek. He was the voice of Abington Cam for some of the high school games. I want to thank Derek for stepping up to the plate and doing that. I feel bad that I haven't gotten to him yet. It's been such a busy year for me. And Scituate now moving down the field. And there's a breakaway. We got a 2-on-2, and one of the Scituate players, he slipped on the deck, so it made a 2-on-1 advantage, Abington. And Scituate again. 84 swats it on the deck. Scituate close to the Abington goal line. Picks it up, taps it on the deck. 84 now, crossing pass over to 11. And there we go. And this guy able to keep his feet in bounds. Another score for Scituate. Number 19. Okay, so Scituate does have their numbers on the front of their shirts too. Again, we have Abington 14, Scituate 12. What a close game. So Yazin comes out, takes a break. And we got David Collins coming in. And again, coach cut him out in the field. And let's get a shot of the Scituate coaches just coming off the field now. So Scituate with 2 coaches. Got number 20 going down to get himself a drink. He's got some guns on him. Got Scituate pull here. Abington discussing what their offense is going to be on this pull. They're all pointing. Okay, Abington signaling they're ready. And Scituate with the pull. And that one just doesn't go quite as far as the normal pulls have been going today. And Bobby able to pull it in. And was it Muhammad? Yeah, he pulled it in. Over to Cam. And near the goal line. And he gets it. And number 4, let's see. That is Jason. Jason with the final score, and that will end it. Jason Kennenberg. So congratulations, Jason. Scituate, good luck with the rest of your season. They never did change the score on the scoreboard there. I will hold off on that. Here comes the lineup. So that will give Abington a record of 8-1 now. Another great game by Abington. Another great season for Abington. Abington has really dominated this sport ever since they really opened up. So there we go, guys. Yep, do the scoreboard. There you go. So now final accurate score. I want to thank Connor for getting the score accurate now. So that's the final score. Abington 15, Scituate 12. Again, Scituate, good luck with the rest of your season. Great game. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. This is Billy Davis, May 9th, 2018. Good day. Be well.